Hello there. I am here and I'm chillin'. So I'm wearing a hat because I'm so chill. And I'm excited because I have an announcement to make. And I also just wanted to share how I got to this point of making this announcement. And it all started with the whole COVID situation and being on the lockdown. And it's a very dramatic difference to how I was leading my life before. And I'm suddenly in a situation where I'm not moving as much, I'm not talking to people as much, and I'm just really, really getting like inside of me. And for the first big chunk of COVID, maybe like 7, 8 months, it was really, really rough. And there was a lot of mind chatter and just a lot of confusion and not really knowing what to do, feeling outside of my power and blaming the government for this or deep state for that or whatever, and it was just a dark, dark time. And luckily, I was able to get a job at Amazon as a picket order picker, and I was working at the warehouse just on my feet. And it was really, really great because I needed to be in a routine, I needed to be moving in my body, and being in that environment where I'm doing this work that's so logical and organized. I noticed how emotional I was being and just how reactive my lifestyle became, and I'm like, man, I don't want to, I don't want to be like that. So really utilized meditation and artwork, music, dance, walking, and just really focusing on these practices that are self care, are really good self care for me, and really tuned into things that I was being resistant to, things that were being offered, but I would close myself off because I had like these attachments. And the perfect example of that is my resistance to taking Zoom calls. I took my first Zoom call conscious dance class in February, and it was better late than never because it's amazing, and I'm doing quite a bit of it now and enjoying it. But for the first 9 months of COVID or whatever it is, I was really resistant because my mind was so attached to this conscious dance practice having to be in person, sharing a dance floor with other people, and just bathing in that synergistic effect with the music and the movement, being present in my body, being present with other people. And I just closed my mind to the possibility of that could ever be present with a computer screen in my own house. So, luckily I opened up and it was amazing. There was a level of comfort that I didn't really realize I would actually enjoy. I had it in my head that you got to be pushing the edge, put yourself in a uncomfortable position with dance, and just sit with that uncomfortability and move through it. Let the music, let the movement allow to move energy, and that is definitely a predominant element in the practice. But there is also a certain level of comfortability that has to be there because you have to feel comfortable enough to show up fully and be present and do the work in that space, in that container. And what I really noticed with these Zoom calls that is could be very beneficial for other people is people could. There's a lot of people out there that know what ecstatic dance is, or they want to dance more and be more present with their body and feel comfortable moving in a way that they're expressing their feelings and not care about what anyone thinks about that. But there's like this barrier, and like going into a room full of strangers for the first time could be very intimidating, and I acknowledge that. So with this whole Zoom situation, I think there's a great opportunity to help people feel more comfortable in their own situation, in their own space, but at the same time, be present with a facilitator and go through a practice where they could be more comfortable with movement in their body and really tuning into what's happening with my mind, what's happening with my emotions, what's happening with my body, and how can I move to facilitate that to a better place. And another great thing about this whole Zoom situation is I've been practicing. I could practice different times of the day now, because before I could only take classes at 7 p.m., get out at 9, and that's just what was offered, and that's what I just utilized because there was not much of anything else really. And I noticed in my own personal practice that when I dance in the beginning of the day, it allows for a much smoother ride for the rest of the day. I've really utilized a daily practice of stillness meditation for 20 minutes in the morning. It's part of my morning ritual. And when I don't do that 20-minute sit, or even sit down for like half the amount of time, like there's a very noticeable difference in my day where I'm not focused. I just feel like very like brain scattered, and when things happen, I'm just so emotionally reactive. And the stillness meditation and like the movement meditation combined together is a very, very powerful combination. And like placing those practices earlier in the day really sets me up for success. And I think there's also another great opportunity for people to experience conscious dance during the day, because I think, there's this lull in the afternoon people call, like afternoon fatigue, where they need a nap or they need that extra coffee. And I think inserting a 90-minute wellness class in between that could really help carry that energy over the hump and into the rest of the day. So I'm offering music medicine classes during the day now. So music medicine is a 90-minute wellness class that uses a combination of music, movement, and meditation practices to create balance and clarity. So I'll be offering these over Zoom on Sunday mornings at 10:30, and I'll go till 12. And for a limited time, I'll be doing it by donation. So if you do want to come check it out and it interests you, you can jump on Zoom in the comfort of your own home. And if you find value in it, there will be an opportunity to give a donation. And if you really find it interesting and you want to experience it live in person, there's be an opportunity for that as well on Wednesdays at Evolved Movement Arts starting this week. So if you want more information on that, I'll drop my email in the description below. And if you're on Facebook, you'll probably be getting some kind of event notice, or you could definitely reach out and send me a message and I could get you that information. So yeah, I'm really excited to use this combination of all these different practices that I've been utilizing and offering them in a wellness class that I feel would be very beneficial and help support people to be present and be clear, so then they can respond and make conscious choices throughout the course of their day. And hopefully people will go to these classes and utilize these tools not just in that class, but take it to their everyday life and be able to maintain that balance and clarity through their entire day. So yeah, I'll be posting more videos about different things that inspired me to get into doing this work. And so tune in for the next one. All right, have a wonderful day.